favorite radio station.
This is AfroVibes, Radio Houston.
Hi guys, my name is Issa.
And this is Grace.
And this is the Just with
Issa and Grace.
Hey.
Drop life. Drop life. Issa. Hey.
Thank you guys for tuning in. So we have I guess a really packed show today. We're going to be talking about male birth control.
Okay, so men, get ready for your mood swings. I'm ready for you. Yeah? Mood swings.
And
you want to
gaining
go
weight.
play games.
And gaining weight. So we're going to be talking about male birth control, and then we're going to be talking about some questions that we have about our dating lives. So stay tuned to listen to all of that jazz.
It's going to be crazy.
Okay, so the first thing, male birth control. So basically, according to CBS News, male birth control injections have successfully passed clinical trials and will be available to the public in the next 7 months. So scientists in India say that the new birth control method will be injected straight into the groin and will last approximately 13 years.
Okay, this is the thing. I'm so excited.
Why are you excited?
Because I'm a nurse. I have my bachelor's in nursing. So I've been waiting for something that, women have gone through so much with birth control. Gaining weight, mood swings, all of the complications with the devices. For example, guys, so you have the intrauterine devices, right? And that has
the IUDs, right? IUDs?
Yeah, IUDs for sure. It has like a 0.08 failure rate. Failure rate.
The facts.
So, but the thing is, the side effects with it is like the horrible pain because it's like copper that you go.
But I heard one of my friends when she was putting it in, like when the doctor was putting it in the IUD, like she fainted twice.
Oh yeah.
She said it's super painful to put in the IUD. That's her, that's her, I guess, issue or whatever. But other people had said that it was easy, but it's just so different. Like it can vary, like in terms of. If you as a woman, when you put it in, it could be easy and chill and you have no side effects, and then you could be a woman that from the beginning, like the insertion period, like it's so stressful and painful, and then it slips out and it hurts, and even some guys say they feel it during sex. So it's like, I don't know, there's IUD, and then you have the pills, birth control pills, right? Which is
pills.
What most people normally take.
Those are hormonal. So that's where you have the issues with weight gain, of course. Progesterone, estrogen. That has to do a lot with those hormones have a lot to do with weight gain and the mood changes.
One of my friends actually gained 35 pounds in the first, I think, 3 months when she was on the pills. Yeah, and like for me, especially when you're traveling, like I was in England and Greece, like in the span of a month.
Okay.
And
she's like Greece.
I try.
Mykonos looking down.
I try. Yes, it was a great trip. But the thing is, like, because I take birth control pills, and so with the time difference, I was over here trying to remember, like, okay, I normally take it in the morning in the U.S. time, so let me try and keep it in the morning in the U.S. time when I'm in England. And that time difference, it's like, it was a small thing, but it was so annoying to have to keep remembering, okay, I have to take it 6 hours ahead in England, so let me take it now because in the U.S. it would be the morning. And so like, but then guys have to do that. It's just like, and then they complain, oh, I don't want to wear condoms. It's like, we're over here taking pills every day.
I'm over here gaining weight for your
gaining weight, mood swings to the point where even like most people have to go in and try, different pills because it doesn't. The first one normally doesn't work for them at the beginning, So, I mean, and the thing is,
it's really harsh on your body.
Yeah, and it's crazy because a lot of people think, oh, birth control is just for so you don't get pregnant. But like, I started it when I was 16. And that wasn't because my dad's a pastor. So, so the reason I started it because I had super bad pain in my body for period pain. And it was like debilitating to the point when I was in school, I was like crouched over. Like it was something that I couldn't take anymore. And so after 3 years of pain, my dad and my mom they agreed, and they're like, you know what? If the birth control can stabilize your hormones, right? And not cause you so much pain, then we'll let you get it. But that was not because of prevention of sex. Of having a kid.
Yeah.
Like it's not. So that's the thing. A lot of people think, just take birth control because of that. But no,
that's what they think.
It's really it affects your whole body to the point where you can even take it for just period pain at 16.
That's what my one of my siblings. She has it's called hypermenorrhagia, so that's like you're
what is that?
Excessive bleeding for like months.
Oh my god, dude! So, I'm so sorry for people that just tuned in to hear all this. It's okay.
No, it's science. It's science. It's just science. So practically, when you have that situation, you can either get on birth control, or just use like pads and tampons until it stops. And so like it's really just a matter of like education.
Yeah.
And like the cultural stigma of like birth control is just for a woman that just wants to.
No, I think it's great because now I'm gonna be like, hey, so you're a guy. You also have you taken birth control?
Yeah.
But the thing is, this says that it's like for 13 years. So if you meet a guy and he took this 10 years ago, you're gonna be like, oh, okay. I would be like, take it. Can you take it again? Like you're on the last three years.
That's
like this is the last
like,
leg. I don't believe it.
No, you don't even know the last time you paid your bills, and you're trying to tell me that this is when the last time that you took your injection, please.
Oh my god! I wonder if it's gonna be painful for these guys because you know when you get a vasectomy, apparently it's
and that's like
super painful.
That is the only male birth control.
Yeah, but now there's this one, and what if you like? 13 years is so long. So if you take this injection by groin at like 22, like that's a long time. And so you can't reverse it. I don't know if you can reverse it.
I feel like they would have some type of reversal. Is that hormonal? Is it hormonal?
I would imagine. I would imagine if it's birth control, but you're the expert.
The trials are over, including extended phase 3 clinical. He's going through phase 3.
How many phases are there?
There's 4 phases. 13 years.
It's just too long. Like that's the thing for me. Like if I was a guy and then I'm saying, hey, if I'm a girl and I'm like, hey, take this birth control for 13, that's gonna last for 13 years, as opposed to the guy being like, oh, take this pill and you can wean yourself off of it in 6 months. It's like it still falls on the girl. Like no, you just go ahead and do that because it's only 6 months for you as opposed to 13 years for me. And then if there's pain involved, it's like, oh, just take the pill as opposed to me shooting an injection up my groin, up my dick. Like, who wants to do that? And so I don't know. I feel like, and also it just came out, so a lot of people, especially black people, they don't trust them. They don't trust anything.
They're like,
so they don't want to.
Guys are like, it's like feminizing. Y'all are trying to feminize us more. I was like, what do you mean we're trying to feminize?
See, that's that stigma that only women have to be the ones that carry the weight of birth control.
Because it takes two to tango, idiots.
Because then that's the thing. Like I'm so over it when I hear stories where men don't want to they don't want to wear a condom, they don't want to pull out, they don't do any of that kind of stuff, but they want the woman.
By the way, pull out. You want to pull out? That has 22% failure rate.
Really?
Yeah.
22% failure rate?
Yes.
I didn't know that.
Go and pull out.
But that's the thing. Like I feel like you should do 2 or 3 things: wear condom, pull out, birth control. So I think you should at least do 2 of those things. If you don't want to pull out, then you have to wear a condom. And then obviously STDs and stuff. It's so prevalent now that especially in our age, that you should just be wearing a condom anyway. For all those girls out there, we're just letting you know, always wear condoms.
Yes.
But I don't know. I think this male birth control thing is gonna be good. I think that they should have some ownership. Men are here. Like, you guys are part of this whole thing too. You're part of the conversation now. Science has progressed. Take the injection by groin. For 13 years, you're covered. Exactly. That's awesome. And I mean,
I really hope it works because
I don't know why the 13 years. Where did that come from? I just don't understand. Maybe when you're 15, they're like, okay, till 28. Like, but 13 years, my God. I don't know. And I hope there's a reversal. I mean,
well, if it's hormonal, then there should be a reversal.
Okay. Yeah, because like for me, I'm thinking about doing, I forgot what it's called, but it's like the one that you put in your arm. It's like, I think I had it.
It's called Depo.
There's Depo is one, and then there's another one. I think I wrote it down somewhere. But it's called
injection.
It's called Nexplanon. Yeah, Nexplanon. And so that one you just put like in your arm.
I heard it's expensive too.
Really?
We're paying this money.
See, that's the thing. I wonder how expensive this one for men is. If it's an injection, I don't know if it's gonna be expensive or because the Nexplanon, like that's like a small capsule that you put underneath your skin, and you can remove it anytime. It's for 3 years. It doesn't make you gain weight. Apparently, they give it to 15-year-olds, so apparently it's healthy-ish, more healthy, and so. There's so many for women. It's about time they started rolling this stuff out for men. And now there's no excuse. And now men also won't be wrapped up in all these rappers and all these guys getting swindled into having kids because, all these women are like,
Future.
we're on birth.
Future have?
I don't know. It's like 8 more than, I don't know how many that man has. Him and Lil Wayne, they have a lot of kids.
Oh my goodness. He had some lyric in his song that was just crazy. He was talking about all the women he had been
about child support.
Oh,
oh my gosh. So yeah, I mean, it's good for men because they're able to take ownership and be like, you know what, I don't want to knock up some girl. I'm going to go ahead and take the step to take this injection, and I don't have to leave it up to the women, or, you know, have to wear a condom all the time if you're with someone that, you know, is protected and you guys have done the STD checks and stuff. So I think it's great. I mean, we'll see how it goes. I hope no one dies on this, or someone's, you know, groin area has a reaction. I mean, I'm sure those negative stories will be the first thing that hit the news.
I don't know. It's the thing is, there's a lot of like pain from like all the women that have gone through so much, like with the mood changes and like all the stories of like trying all of these options and all the, like, of course, period pain and all that stuff. So it's like women are like, okay, this is your time,
right?
To feel like what we have felt.
I wonder if there's like, if they really do have like mood swings and like the men gain weight by this injection. Like I'll be like, you gained 30 pounds? Oh no.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that gym. Don't you have the gym membership for a reason?
Like, remember when you told me to go to the gym?
Right.
Exactly.
So I don't know. I think it's great. You know, this is something that we're giving to the men now. I hope that they give us more information, but I think maybe as people start using it, you know, about people are the last people to adopt stuff like this. So maybe in a year or two we'll catch on. We'll see.
At the end of the day, as just education.
Yeah.
Education.
Yes. Because we don't want to, especially in our community, like we don't want to follow these stigmas. You know, we don't want to believe that, oh, it's only a woman's thing that should be doing this, or, you know, it's a woman's role to always be the one to, you know, have birth control or take birth control. No, like at the end of the day, it's both the man and the woman in the relationship, or you know, whatever relationship you're into. Because, you know, these days it can be, is it polyamorous? Yeah. The one that where you have multiple men, multiple women, you just all together.
That's a story that's gonna.
Dude, so I don't know why I had these words. So I was in IHOP. And then, you know, when you pass, like, there was like a waiter that had this amazing food. I was like, what is that? And they're like, oh, this couple over here. And I was like, okay. So I asked them, I was like, what did you get? And then 3 people came, you know, like came to the table with them. And I was like, oh, you guys are cute. And he's like, yeah, you know, this is all we're all together. And I was like, those 2 men and those 3 women. I was like, you guys are all together? He was like, yeah, we're
your lunch break from work?
It's crazy. And I just literally talked to him for like 15 minutes. I was like, explain to me how this works. And basically it was a man and a woman, and they were dating, and then they went to a club and they just met other people and they wanted to be part of the relationship, and they're all dating each other equally.
I feel like if there's 5, there's one like just 30 minutes always. Anyway, we gotta go on a break.
We have to go. I don't know where that came from. I'm sorry. We derailed that. But yes, after the break, we'll be asking each other questions about our dating lives, and that should be interesting. Thank you guys for listening to all that talk about period. We'll be right back.
Your favorite radio station.
This is AfroVibes Radio Houston.
Okay, we're back. Okay, so let me kind of go over that story. So basically, this polyamorous couple. So I was in IHOP one day, and IHOP. I love IHOP. I really do.
You like pancakes?
I don't eat their pancakes. I only get their French toast. Like I've never gotten their pancakes.
Okay,
honestly.
Bonjour, t'es l'amour.
I need to learn so much. Anyway, you guys are gonna realize that I really want to learn languages, but I just only speak English. Anyway, so I was in IHOP one day, getting French toast, and you know how like the waiter will come by with someone else's food, and you're like, what is that? So I was like, I was like, well, you know, what food is that? And the waiter was like, you know, he was not helpful. So I like asked the person, this guy.
Shout out to all the unhelpful waiters.
Not helpful at all.
I had to one time. Sorry, this is
no. Go ahead.
One time I had to sit the waiter down. I've never waited or waitressed in my life.
I have.
But there was one. He didn't even say his name. He didn't give us water, anything. He just came to the table and asked what we wanted to order. I was like,
maybe he was having. I was thinking maybe you're having a bad day because I was in like this really expensive steakhouse, and this guy. We waited 45 minutes before the guy showed up because everyone's like, "Oh, he's gonna be around. He's gonna be around." We were talking, so we didn't even think about it. And then we were like, "Where is this guy?" And then when he finally came, he took our order. We waited another hour for our food, which is okay, I guess, for steaks. But the steak was bad. He never came back and refilled our drinks. He never got our Moscato that we. Or it was like a red wine that we asked for.
Okay.
He just like, and then he never even. He was like, I was like, "Can we see the dessert menu?" He never brought that. And then by the time we're like, you know what, let's just go. So it doesn't matter if you're at the best steakhouse in the world or if you're just at IHOP. But anyway, so I was at IHOP and this guy, this waiter was just like terrible. So I asked the person, this guy, and I was like, you know, what food is that? And he was like with this woman. And I was like, so we started talking because I mean, I was talking to someone else, but I was like, whatever, I'm gonna just talk to these people. And so I started talking to them, and they were really cool. And I was, you know, we were talking and whatever. They were eating, and then 3 other people. So it was a guy and a girl that was sitting down, and then there were 3 other people that came, 2 women and a man. It was 5 of them. So they all sat down. I was like, oh, okay, you guys were cute. You know, you're where did you guys meet? Da, da, da. And they were like, oh no, we're all together. Like we're all
which kind together?
It's a polyamorous relationship. But in Nigeria, you have one man with like 5 wives. But here, it was 2 men and 3 women that were all together, and then we had one relationship. One relationship. It was crazy, and I was like, "How did you guys meet? Like, how did this whole thing happen?" And basically, it was like a guy and a girl. They were in a club, and like they just met these, like they just met this girl, and they started talking, and then they met this other girl, they met this other guy, and they just all like decided, I guess, to be in this relationship.
What type of season of life is that?
I don't know.
You have to be available, willing, and ready.
I don't know, girl. Like they were so happy. Like honestly, I was so dumbfounded because I never heard of that. Like 2 men and 3 women all in one relationship.
You know what? It's probably like usually there's if a guy is talking to multiple girls and a girl is talking to multiple guys while you're dating. So maybe they just brought all those people together.
I mean, yeah, maybe they were like,
and that's why they're so happy because everything is out in the open. I'm messing with this boy. I'm messing with that boy.
I mean, in that, you probably have like your favorite though. I mean, out of the 3 women, I'm sure both of them, those men, like have one girl out of the 3 that they're like, no, I just. You know,
number 1 come forth,
right? And then like, I mean, it's 5 of them, so I'm guessing one of them is up on the end. Like you have 2, and then you have that awkward one person. So I don't know.
It's like a double date and a half.
It's so weird. And then I guess now the 2 men can do birth control. Can do birth control.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's move on to our next segment. We're gonna be asking different questions.
Yes.
So Grace, I have a question for you. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, I should have probably run this by you, but it's okay. Let's just roll with it. So
I'm rolling with the punches.
So tell us about your first date. How was that?
Oh, my first date ever in life.
Is there multiple first? Well, I guess there's one before college, one after college. Is that or one during college?
No, I didn't start dating until mid college.
Oh wow.
Yes. Mom, are you watching?
But that's actually, I say oh wow, but that's the same thing with me. I didn't start dating until I was 20.
22.
22? Oh,
yeah.
Maybe, yeah.
I'm a light bloomer, ain't it?
No.
Well,
you just knew what you wanted. You
nope.
Find Never mind.
No, I'm literally a late bloomer. If you saw me before, I was just all forehead and...
Oh my God. Oh, no, you're right. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, I am too though. I was
all forehead. I was so awkward. I watched anime as if I don't watch it now. And
I watch WWE wrestling, and I still do.
I love WWE.
Yeah, so and Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Keep going.
Okay, so 22. Let me see.
What was your first date? It wasn't that good if you can't remember.
Oh my God, I just...
Okay, what happened?
While we're on the topic of anime. Wow, I'm really coding and exposing myself. So I met him at an anime convention. I was 22.
So you went by yourself to the anime convention?
I did.
That was kind of weird.
It was... Okay, so... Don't judge me, don't judge me.
I'm just kidding. Okay. And he was by himself as well?
No, he was with a group. Okay. And, this was when I was in nursing school in Galveston, and So I went to the anime convention and I was by myself. I was just exploring. This is my first time at an anime convention. And this Vietnamese dude came up to me.
Your guy, I thought it was an African.
Yeah.
Your first guy was a Vietnamese?
Africans are scared of me.
They still are.
They don't know what to put me.
Oh my god. Africans, like, whenever I'm in a club, they have the weirdest lines that come and get me.
My goodness.
And I'm like, are you expecting that when you talk to me like that, I'm gonna come closer to you?
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Baby girl, what's your shoe size?
Oh, yes. Oh, they
This man literally came up to me, asked me
come.
my shoe size. I said, okay, what's that supposed to...
He was gonna try and buy
ginger me?
Yeah.
What's your shoe size, baby? I was
Ew,
like...
they always have that weird deep voice.
Yeah. My baby girl. like a motor...
Oh my god, I've been asked like, oh, come. Oh yeah, come. I said, come. Come where?
Oh, yeah,
I'm coming to you.
no. It's... Come here. Jesus Christ.
That is terrible. Okay, so that's why you jumped to a Vietnamese. That's why you were like...
No, he came up to me. I never... I don't bother with these people bother me. No,
You're on songs today.
I know, I'm telling you. I'm eloquent. Okay, word association queens. But nah, he came up to me and that was my first date. We like went to get like burgers and chips and burgers and chips. I had to say that so you would understand what I'm saying, right?
You're doing well. You're
British
doing well.
accent.
Honestly, I mean, mine is like in and out. So you're better than me.
Better. What's yours?
My first date. It's crazy. I asked you this question. I didn't even think about it for myself. But the first date, I guess, was when I was 20. There was this guy that was like a family friend. And
always
and so he was like a lot of people knew him and like my dad and my mom and all that. So I didn't really want to go on. He had been giving me some vibes and I was just like, you know. And so and then he was cool. He asked me. I think we went to Starbucks. I don't know why I do that quote because it was Starbucks. Went to Starbucks and like it was kind of awkward because I came in and then he was late and I was just like about to leave and then when I was leaving he came through the door and he was like, oh, I'm so sorry. And then we were, I was like, it's fine. And we went to the line and we were waiting. And then we didn't want to start the date in the line. And then I didn't really drink coffee at that time because in college, I used to drink like 2 cups of coffee a month. Two Monsters, which is an energy drink, and then Red Bull. So when I was,
you were wired.
It was really bad. So at that time, I was like,
yeah.
So at that time, I was like, I'm gonna stop. And so actually, it was around the time when we started dating. I started dating this guy, and so so I was like, I don't want coffee. I'll just take a hot chocolate. So it made me kind of sleepy during the date as well. And he was cool, but he was really trying to front. And I was just like, he was kind of short too, because I'm 5'10". He was like barely 6 foot, 5'11".
I like short guys.
You do that, you can't have him.
Yeah. Is he smart? Okay. Because if I'm saying something that goes over his head, I will go over his head.
No, he was. I don't think
she said
no. He was cool. He was a nice guy, nice personality, but he just couldn't. He wasn't for me. He wasn't for me. But it was cool that he approached me because a lot of times, like men don't. They are so weird when they try and approach, the girl. And I respected him for him being upfront and being like, hey, I like you. Do you want to just catch up? Like, it was real smooth and real like easy. And I was like, you know what? Like, I like the way that he asked me because a lot of people don't ask. Is it because we don't have music yet?
No, I just sing it.
No, that's not actually that bad. You guys don't want to hear me sing. I like the way. I'm just kidding. I can do better than that. But you're not gonna see that. But yeah, so that first date was actually, it was medium date. It was cool, but nothing to write home about. But I did appreciate the way he like asked me because a lot of guys, when they come like at a club or at oh my god, like a couple weeks ago, this guy, I was walking, I don't know where I was at, but I was walking somewhere in the mall, I don't know what store, but like this guy was like, he walked past me, and then he came back to me, tapped me on my shoulder, and he was like, so, can we go out?
Uh-oh.
Just like that. Just like that. And
actually,
he was, I don't know, he was black, I think he was Nigerian, I don't know what tribe, but he's probably Igbo. But anyway, he was like, can we go out? And I was like, no, I'm just, I lied. I was like, I have a boyfriend. And then, actually, no, I did have a boyfriend at that time. And he was just like, oh, well, it's okay. He doesn't have to know. And I was like,
Igbo boys.
I'm telling you.
Why are you doing this?
It will get, and then he was, then after I said that, that's where I was like, no, I'm already taken. Then he was like, oh, let me just get your number, and I was like, no, he was like, let me get your IG. I was like, no, like, I didn't give it to my IG because I'm not trying to have that. And then he was just like pestering me, and then you know what he did? I didn't know this, but he followed me around the mall. I saw him 4 other times, just like on his phone. Yeah, but right outside the store. It was so weird. But anyway, guys are weird. Like, I respected the fact that guy he was 20 as well, the same age. He like was cool about it. He was nice. He was respectful. So that's why I was like, you know what? Let's go out. So guys are weird.
Let's do the thing.
Yes. Okay, wait. I have another question for you. Let me unlock my phone. Okay. So weirdest gift you received from a guy?
Hi. Weirdest gifts.
They give some weird gifts, man.
With regards to birth control, it'd be so funny if a man gave birth control as a gift. I wouldn't be surprised because
they give prenups as part of your wedding gift.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Anyway, what's the weirdest gift you've gotten?
The weirdest gift I've gotten is a little toy. A little
what? Speak up. Speak up.
You know that little what's the name? It was like a mouse, and I was like, what am I gonna use this mouse for? And he was like, when you and me like get together later tonight. I'm like, what are you talking about? And then I drop it and it starts vibrating. I say in the name of Jesus, get out. New York has those rats. You want to bring that nasty rat in my house? Get that out of here now.
Oh my god.
Get out, you nasty boy.
Oh my god. He gave you a vibrator, so was this with your boyfriend or was this just a guy you were dating?
This was a guy I was dating. I was like, that's not how I move.
That's kind of odd.
That's honestly not the way I move.
Why you keep hopping on this song choice?
That's not the way.
No, dang. If I got a vibrator from a guy that I was just barely dating, I would think that normally they don't want you to use a vibrator, so why is he giving that to you?
No, I don't know why. It's like some men these days, they don't like getting straight to the point, and I hate it.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I hate it.
Just
like,
don't be
petty,
talk.
Don't be weird. Just tell me straightforward. So practically, he wanted to like sleep with me, and that's his way of telling me like, tonight, you and me and that mouse. So I'm like, what the heck?
Oh my god.
Get her out of my face, man.
Oh my god. So for me, because we're running out of time, I'll just ask myself the question too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I'm not gonna. I wasn't playing on accident at all.
For me, the weirdest gift I've gotten, and I just remembered this, was because I actually had another gift, but I'll talk about this one. This guy had I didn't know at the time, but he had this lip fetish, I guess. Hey. And so he gave me a bunch of different scented lip balms. He literally, it was like lip balms with cherry, it was kiwi, it was strawberry, and I was like,
did he get it from Claire's?
No, he got it from Walgreens.
Did he get it in
it was the weirdest
season?
I was like, oh, what do you want me to do with this? And he was just like, oh, every time I hang out with you, could you put a different scent on?
Help!
Can you put it? I was like, he was like, but I don't want you to wear any lipstick. I just want you to have that scented lip balm on.
I'll do whatever you say.
It was the weirdest thing, and I was looking at him like, what are you talking about? He's like, I know it's kind of weird, but could you just do it? Could you please just do it?
Why?
And it was a guy I was dating.
Why do you think
it was
do that?
I don't know. And then later on, he was like, the reason I gave you that is because your lips are so good and so pretty, and I actually have a lip thing, and I was just like, so you got me lip balms instead of just being like, oh, I don't know who wants your lips. Who wants a girl's lips smell like kiwi?
Mike is. What in his mind told him? Yeah, this girl of this stature is going to take this chapstick and use it every single time that we're together.
It was weird, man. Suffice it to say, I didn't use it, and I just used my lipstick, from MAC, and I did not use my lip balm, and it did not smell like anything, and I did not talk to him. I think I talked to him one other time because we had, a stand-up comedian event thing. I don't remember. Yeah. So we went to that because he paid a lot of money for that. I thought that, and then after that, I was just like, listen, it's not gonna work. It's done. But talking about being done, we are also wrapping up the show.
See, thank you for tuning in. This is AfroVibes Radio, the biggest Afro-Caribbean station out of Houston, Texas.
That's actually pretty good. I like that. That's better than your English accent.
Bumble clap. You
just keep going.
Yeah.
That's good. Stop. No.
This is the gist?
Yeah, this is the gist with Issa and Grace. Follow AfroVibes Radio. My IG is Life of Issa A. So Life of YSA A.
Mine is Grace _Africa.
Hey.
_Africa. Wagwan.
Thank you guys for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week.
Your favorite radio station.
This is AfroVibes Radio Houston.